Hi, we're Ellie and David. Join us as we overland the Americas in Yak, our Land Rover Defender.
Yak's already taken us across Europe and Central Asia, but this expedition will be our biggest challenge yet.
We're overlanding from the southern tip of Argentina all the way to Prudhoe Bay, Alaska. Follow along as we experience all the extremes and beauty of a simple life on the road in our Pan-American adventure. We set off from our camp spot at the end of Death Road and headed back over the mountains towards La Paz. This is absolute madness. We were doing this drive 2 days ago, and it was like clear skies and sunny and all the cars were overheating and it's just covered in snow now. And also we were in the Amazon was that yesterday? Completely humid, sweltering in the rainforest. But we're heading over to La Paz now. We're going to go and get some breakfast. I think we found a cafe with some bacon sandwiches or something.
There's halloumi and bacon, so we're very excited.
Yeah. So this is what we were talking about with the diesel. This is probably one of the slightly shorter ones, but people queue for hours. I think some people even days to try and get diesel. So it's slightly worrying, but I think we're going to try every petrol station we go past and hopefully we'll be able to get another kind of 20 litres or so to get us through to Peru. Fun fact, Bolivia actually has 2 capitals. Sucre, which we visited recently, is the constitutional capital, and La Paz is the administrative capital. It's also one of the highest cities in the world, sitting at a whopping 3,650 metres above sea level. The geography of La Paz is pretty dramatic. The vast city is nestled in a deep bowl-like depression, with ever-expanding neighbourhoods sprawling up the sides of the mountains towards El Alto in the Altiplano highlands. La Paz is known for its vibrant markets, colonial architecture and the world's highest urban cable car system, which we had to check out. The view from the top over the city and surrounding mountains was incredible. We'll admit we were slightly nervous on the way back down, but it was so cool to get that amazing perspective and grasp the sheer scale of this place. As we wandered the hectic streets, we noticed a really unique blend of modern life with indigenous culture and traditions. We loved exploring the vibrant fruit, veg and flower markets run by traditionally dressed cholitas of Aymara and Quechuan descent with their beautifully embroidered pollera skirts, bowler hats and long braids. As much as we loved the experience here, it really was an attack on the senses, and a day was definitely enough for us, so being the country bumpkins we are, we decided to escape to somewhere a bit quieter.
Okay, give us a fuel update.
We are joining what we think is a queue for the petrol station. It doesn't look too long. I don't even know if it is a queue at the moment, it's just trucks. I can't see any cars in it. We've probably got enough to get to the Peruvian border, but then not enough to get to a petrol station after that, so we kind of do need to queue here, really. I'm going to hop out, I think, and Reese is going to take the driver's seat, and I'm going to have a little look and see if they will serve us, because sometimes they don't even serve tourists, so we'll see. We have been queuing for 40 minutes, and we are now at the pump. I did ask her if we would be able to get diesel. She said it shouldn't be a problem, just join the big queue. So hopefully, I'm probably only going to put 30 litres in because the quality's not great, but that'll definitely get us to a fuel station the other side of Peru. So in approximately 5 or 10 minutes, we should be fueled up and ready to try and find a half shaft and a flange. And if not, we're just going to get out of La Paz. We have managed to get diesel. We paid 180 Bolivianos for 30 litres. I think she sort of gave us something between the local price and the international price. We're now heading to Aldo Castro's house. He sent us his location where we are hoping to be able to find a couple of flanges and hopefully a half shaft, and we're hoping we'll be able to swap out the half shaft that we bought in Santiago, maybe do a little trade. And then we're going to head out of La Paz, so we're making good progress. I think we've come to the right place. I can count 4 Range Rovers, a Discovery and a lovely little series that needs a little bit of work, but actually generally is not in too bad a condition. He's gone back into the workshop, had a look at our half shaft, and he's gonna see if he's got what we need. I think what I would love is the new half shaft, because the the teeth are holding on both the half shaft and the new flange, but the old half shaft, the teeth are so warped that after 2 weeks it just warped the new flange. So the new half shaft would be lovely. We'll see, and yeah, we'll just go from there. Temporary fix done, and they didn't charge us at all. We did try, and we did offer, but they just weren't having it.
They were the nicest guys.
Yeah.
It was so lovely.
Really, really friendly.
Yeah.
So we're off to find some food now, then do a bit of a shop, and head out of the pass. Feeling for dinner, Reese?
Oh, a burger. Nine bob for a burger. One of them, or two of them.
No.
Got a little bit keen.
By the time we'd got all our errands done in La Paz yesterday, it was quite late, later than we'd planned.
About 1 a.m. by the time we got here,
Something like that, yeah. The roads coming out of La Paz were just madness as well.
Chaos.
Yeah, it was crazy. Doing it in the dark as well wasn't ideal.
We ended up in like a queue, and we sort of thought the hills were insane.
Yeah, some of them we just didn't even attempt because we're like, there is no way Yak's getting up there. So it took us quite a while to get out, a couple of hours probably. But obviously we just wanted to find somewhere safe to camp, so we got a fair way out of the city, and Lem found this really good spot on iOverlander.
And then we woke up this morning and we were in the bottom of the Land Rover, and I was saying to Reese, like, I think I can hear David talking to someone. It feels like there's people all around the Land Rover. And then we woke up in like the middle of a market, like a farmer's market, and everyone's like, there's like a car set up just like looking at Yak waiting for us to wake up.
So cool. Everyone here is just so warm and friendly. Definitely the friendliest people we've come across so far. So I think we're gonna go and have a little wander around, see what they're selling, and then apparently there's a dance later as well, which will be quite fun.
David's very excited.
2 days we were in the Amazon. It was pretty wet, unsurprisingly, and we opened up the tent one night to get in, and it was just soaking, and then it got soaked again that night. And obviously it was brilliant when we first bought it, but it's been through a lot the last couple of years.
Pretty much any weather you could imagine.
Yeah, and Ellie did re-waterproof it before we came out, but I think kind of the water pools in the kind of flaps here because of the way we've got it on the roof rack. But yeah, the outside of the mattress was just absolutely soaked.
It has been for the past 3 days.
Yeah,
so,
and last night we slept on our emergency warm blanket from the first aid kit, which was Reese's idea, but we've been able to dry it out completely today, which has felt really nice because the thought of getting in for another night was not a fun feeling.
A brief interlude from the previous night.
This is footage from our favourite night in Bolivia, where it's torrential rained. The tent, inside the tent at the top is damp. We've got a big damp patch around like that much. There's mosquitoes. This whole thing is full of mosquitoes. Oh, my head's itchy. I think it was in my hair. This goes out to everyone who thinks they want to go travelling.
So yeah, really glad we could use this time to dry the tent out, and now it's time for a little boogie.
Buenas tardes.
stumbled upon that. Shout out to Len for finding that overlander spot. I feel like we've had a really kind of rounded experience in Bolivia now, and although we'd like to have spent longer and seen more, obviously the diesel was a real factor in us kind of being quite restricted. But yeah, really, really happy we saw that. We're heading to Lake Titicaca now. We're going to cross on a little barge, I think it's like 2 or 3 cars maximum, cross to the town of Copacabana, and then tomorrow we're heading to Isla Del Sol.
Lake Titicaca, straddling the border of Bolivia and Peru, is the largest lake in South America by volume, and the highest navigable lake in the world at an elevation of about 3,812 metres. Although we knew the barge was safe and this was a really normal thing to do for locals, I couldn't help being a bit nervous when they loaded us on behind a big coach. I didn't enjoy the thought of our home and all our belongings relying on these worn wooden planks. I did feel slightly better when I noticed the huge fuel tankers floating across next to us though.
Yeah, it has made me feel a little bit better that there are lorries literally full of rocks coming across. Hola, 50? Sí, gracias. We survived. More importantly, Yak survived.
And the drone.
Let's go. This is our vessel for the morning. I think it's a 2-hour journey, is it? To Isla Del Sol, very excited. The weather looks like it's clearing up slightly. We had some torrential rain this morning. We were in a little bit of a rush this morning.
Isla del Sol, or Island of the Sun, is believed to be the birthplace of the Inca Empire. The rocky island is located in the southern part of Lake Titicaca and is home to a number of ruins, most of which date back to the 15th century. With no cars or paved roads, it has a really peaceful atmosphere, and we went for a lovely hike from the north to the south side of the island, passing terrace fields, traditional villages and sandy beaches.
Stopped off for a little cheese, tomato and crisp sandwich on the beach. Neil thinking he might go for a swim. You guys.
Ellie terrorising the animals.
Everyone, look like you're having a good time and you're not out of breath.
Don't think we've actually shown all this yet. This is what we have to fit on the front 2 seats in footwells every night. Actually, not all of it.
Not all of it, yeah.
There's still half of it still in the Land Rover. Yeah, it's going to feel very spacious when you've got your own van in Patagonia.
Yeah.
Chilly? Go on, get in properly.
We are crossing into Peru today, and we've come to a local market in Copacabana to pick up some avocados and a few things before we cross the border. And Maps.me decided it would take us basically up what is a pedestrianised street on, I think, the busiest weekend of the year. I think it's still this public holiday. And everyone all of a sudden was just yelling at us and going at that, which kind of means no. So we're now going to have to reverse back 200 metres through many, many pedestrians. So, be a bit of a laugh. I'm not happy with us. Oh dear.
Currently reversing through the street.
There are just so many people. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, there are so many children. He's filming from over there, so what a phone.
Oh yeah.
No, do you reckon I can turn right? Because this could be a way out. No,
Didn't-
no
oh.
way, no way. We managed to escape the chaos of the Copacabana market, and Ellie and Len managed to do some haggling for some avocados. We're heading to the border now. I've got to sort out Peruvian insurance, and I think that's about it really, and yeah, ready to get into Peru. Okay, that was the easiest border crossing we have done yet on this trip, I think.
We're officially in Peru! Yay! We're just going to sort out the insurance and exchange some money, and then we're free. New country, very exciting.
We are heading towards Juliaca, where Len and Reese are flying from tomorrow. But it's 12:30, which means it is empanada time. Success. 25p each for massive cheese empanadas.
And we tried one of these ones.
Oh, they're very light.
We had $1 is now like 25p. Reese found this beautiful camping spot for us tonight for our first night in Peru, but also our last night with Len and Reese before they fly off to Patagonia, which is a bit sad to have to say bye to them, but I'm really excited for them to go off and have their own adventures.
Last night was a little bit crazy. We got into the tent and then had the most insane thunder and lightning storm. It did sound like it was pretty much right above us, and we're fairly flat here. We have this big metal house, so I think it might have hit that. I don't know, but it was crazy. The rain was nuts. But now it's absolutely lovely. So we're drying everything out, and it is our final morning with Len and Reese before they fly. We are celebrating with pancakes and dulce de leche.
I'm quite nervous.
Getting you nice and smart for Patagonia.
I promise I won't be upset.
It turns out Juliaca had also had a spot of rain during the night.
We have come to the very sad part of this 2 weeks, which is saying goodbye to Len and Reese as they fly off down south to Coyhaique to do their own little trip. They've hired a van, they're going to do Patagonia. But we'll see them in 9 months' time, October, when we're back home. It's been really good. Oh, I'm getting teary.
No.
It's been really great to have them travelling with us, changed up a little bit. But yeah, really excited for you guys to have your own trip. Yeah. And some more adventures with Yak when we get back home, if it's in one piece.
We've got lots of plans.
We do. We have lots and lots of plans.
We've had the best time.
Thanks so much.
I just wanna go out and walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out and